Hey, John Prevost here for WhistleBiz.com. Thanks for checking in again today. Yesterday we launched the LID series, the Learning, Improvement, and Discovery series. But before we get into that, I was hoping to spend the next few days to talk about a few of the ground rules. And when I say ground rules, I mean before we jump into the framework that is LID, I think that it's important for us to look at some of the important aspirations we should have, some of the commitments we should make personally within our company before really isolating the framework around that for it to work. So just some ground rules, and again, things to aspire to, things to commit to, things that we will not necessarily be perfect at right out of the gate, but something that we should be trying to practice every day. Today's rule is you must be a level 5 leader and or follower. So let's just go ahead and start with the leader part today. So what is level 5 leader? Well, in this book right here, Good to Great, Jim Collins talks about level 5 leadership. First of all, in this book, he takes 11 companies, comparison companies, that have gone from good to great. They had a transition point that made them, that they used to be good, kind of following the market, and then all of a sudden there's some kind of transition break in each one of these companies, in each 11 companies. And he talks about 5 universal things that are, maybe I shouldn't say universal, but pretty much 95% true with each one of the companies. And the first one he talks about is level 5 leadership and why that is so crucial to an organization. So what is level 5 leadership? Well, level 5 leadership is a hierarchy of executive capabilities, and the top of it is basically 2 things in level 5 leadership. One, there's extreme ambition, very high ambition, and number 2, there's very high level of humility. Instead of it being about the ego for a CEO, it was about the company. So instead of it being about internal, it was externally focused towards the company. Most of the time, these level 5 leaders were also grown up, homegrown from within inside the company. So a quick quote here. Level 5 refers to level 5 hierarchy of executive capabilities with level 5 at the top. Level 5 leaders embody a paradoxical mix of both humility and personal will. They are ambitious, but ambitious first and foremost for the company, not for themselves. So, great note, great thought. Amazing that of the 11 companies that they all had CEOs that weren't from the outside. They were all from inside, and they weren't celebrity CEOs. They weren't CEOs with big egos. So what does this show us? Well, it shows us where companies should go for sure, but what does this tell us specifically about our series, about what we talk about on a daily basis, about getting practical with this information? The bottom line is that we can't necessarily expect our CEOs to be this way. It would be great if they are, and if they are, fantastic, that's good for us. All we can control is ourselves. So what he doesn't really talk about, which is which I think is a great takeaway for us, is for us to all be leaders within our own sphere of influence and be level 5 leaders. Meaning, it should be, obviously we should have a direction, opinion, and be invested and have a big ambition for what we can bring to the organization, but also have this very heightened humility that leads us to not being about us, but being about the company. So, and what does this look like? Well, I think a great litmus test would be this. Are your relationships within the company mainly founded on friendship with that individual or character-to-character relationship, or is it bigger than that? Is it about the company itself? Is the company itself what binds you together? Because we're not in business to be friends, although it's great if we can be, but we're not in business for that. We're in business about the company. So are our relations because of the company, or are they despite of the company? So ask yourself, what are your best relationships at work, and which one are you in those 2 groups? Because this is the bottom line. To make this framework successful, we have to be about the company and of the company and about its success and about its future, not about our gains, not about that, and we have to be humble. We hope our leaders are like that. But if nothing else, our sphere of influence means that we are leaders in a certain place, and that's how we need to act, and we need to practice that. We won't be perfect. We won't be perfectly humble right out of the gate, but we could try and listen and have big eyes and so forth. So hopefully that's a good word to start with. There's going to be 5. There's going to be 5 rules in all, and this is the first one. So please let me know what you think. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.